You ready?
Yep.
Alright. Hey guys, this is Critique Hip Hop, where we pretty much talk about albums and what we think about just hip hop music. My name is Hunter Taylor.
I'm Anthony, and today we're reviewing
Tasty Veggies and Rocky Fresh
Veggies.
Yeah. So going into this, we pretty much I downloaded it and I was like, I don't know what to think about this so far. The beat production is pretty interesting, but lyrically it didn't seem too complex or anything. So pretty much when I started listening to it, really listened to it, we both started listening to it, it just lyrically really did not click with me. Like, it just was very generic flows, not so great punchlines, nothing was really clever or anything. It just wasn't, like, lyrically it wasn't too creative. But some of the beat production on the song Fresh Veggies, one sec, let me see the track listing. Fresh Veggies, You Would Too, Perception, except all of that, but it dragged on for way too long. I don't know. What do you think?
Just the album is typical, you know, for it's a typical trap album, or not an album, or mixtape.
Yeah.
For being free, you know, I didn't expect very much.
But there's a lot of good free mixtapes like Big Crit, King Remembered in Time, Acid Rap.
Acid Rap was good.
There's a lot of good mixtapes. It's just for this one,
this was just one of the typical ones.
Yeah,
like that wasn't that creative. The production was interesting. It was. They used a lot of different sounds, a wide range of different, you know, samples for their songs. But for some of the other ones, they were a little bit boring and they were dragging on.
Like every song, like they had songs that were like 7 minutes long. They had one, I think that was Perception. It was like 7 minutes long, and then they had All That, which was like 6 minutes long, and then the next song after that was 5 minutes long, and then 4 minutes and something. Like, length is not a problem for me, but the song has to be very interesting. You know what I mean? And if the song isn't interesting, and I'm not like I was listening to R.A. the Rugged Man earlier, and honestly, like the other day, and literally, even though some of the songs were longer, like I did not skip one track. For instance, King Remembered in Time, like, I listened to it, did not skip one track, I didn't want to skip a track. But for this, I was just, like, forcing myself to listen to it, and it's not terrible, I wouldn't say. It's just not...
It's not terrible, it's got a lot of typical things going on in it. And just, the song could be 50 minutes, 70 minutes, 130,000 minutes long, and if it's interesting, it's fucking interesting.
I got no square in my circle! Got a square in my circle.
Man, got a square in a circle, man. He don't.
I don't know.
No squares.
I think that like at first, when I first listened to it, when I first heard Fresh Veggies was the first track off the mixtape, I was like, maybe this is worth checking out. I don't know. And then you really dig into it, and you're like lyrically, I dug into it. I looked at every single lyric, and most of the time they're just talking about girls, money, same typical thing. And they're like, in one song, last song, which is called The World, right? It's just, yeah, that song is pretty cool to me and him. Like, we were listening to it and we were like, I like this song.
We like the song.
I like this song.
We could listen to that song again.
But but lyrically though, it still wasn't impressive. But he was just like, oh, I'm just doing my thing, blah 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 blah. And I think this is, I was talking to him about this earlier. I think this is one of those things where you really just don't take it seriously. Like, it's just kind of this like, oh, whatever mixtape, like kind of like A$AP Ferg with Trap Lord. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not meant to be taken like very seriously.
Don't take it to heart, really.
Because they're not trying to be deep or anything.
He said, what about girls?
I honestly, I'm not feeling this mixtape, honestly. Like, there are certain beats I like Fresh Veggies was alright, You Would Too was alright, and I think The World, but I think those are the only songs I would honestly, like, keep. And my least favorite songs were Sacrifice, I've Been Working, All That, Circle. Like, most of the songs just weren't. most of the songs just weren't that good. Like, what songs didn't you like, or what songs did you like, and what songs didn't
Just
you like?
we mainly like the same songs. Just I didn't like how ridiculous some of these lyrics are, and how there aren't no squares in my story. What is that? That's so dumb.
That's another thing. The hooks. The hooks were not good. Like, I was like, I didn't even know some of them were hooks until they said them again the second time, because it kind of seemed like they were just like talking about it, like just talking, not even really rapping, but talking. Hook-wise, it just wasn't that good, and the hooks weren't catchy or anything. It just was just there to be there. So, would you recommend this mixtape?
To someone who's just starting off listening to hip hop, if you like trap, if you like, you know, simple lyrics, but
Like if
you know,
you
just like a fun something,
just to fuck around with.
yeah, something just to fuck around with, then yeah, sure. But if you are trying to look for a deeper meaning, if you're trying to look for something that has like more of like a story or something more of like a
Concept album or
Yeah.
something like that,
then do not. Do
I
not
think-
listen to this.
I think this is for people who are like, I don't mean to put him in the same. It's not Trinidad James. It's just.
It's definitely not Trinidad James.
It's in the league of like simplicity. Like if you're like A$AP Ferg's Trap Lord, you would like this album. I just think I'm not a big person with simplistic like lyricism and stuff like that. So I think that I want more out of it, but it's not a terrible listen. It's just not our thing.
It's not our.
It's
favorite.
not our style. It's not what we like. So you should give it a listen,
Yeah.
and honestly, just let us know what you think.
You can stream it on its on the website. There's,
Yeah, they had. I forget what website we got it from, but there's like a couple websites I saw that they were streaming it off of, and you can just download it for free. So, and it's brought to you by Puma.
By Puma.
I thought they died or something. But
Puma? No, they have. I was at work the other day and they had the like Puma, all sorts of different Puma stuff, but you know, I was like, what? What happened to Puma?
Puma. But alright guys, thanks for watching our review.
I'm
And
Anthony, this is Hunter, and also this guy, he's been producing, check out his stuff. Go to Bandcamp, King Club, it's really good, check it out.
check it out. It's electronic hip hop music, but it's pretty interesting. But thank you guys for watching. This is Critique Hip Hop, and let us know what you think in the comments below. Take care.